Hey there, Al Perhacs, author, creator, visionary behind the Mind Force method of high performance esoteric training. And in this session, Friday Fuel Up, by the way, and Friday Fuel Up is really a way to get geared up for the weekend. You've had a week. What'd your week look like? How did it go? Did you accomplish what you wanted to accomplish? I was in Orlando at Disney World beginning of the week. From last Saturday till Wednesday, we went to Orlando with my daughter and my son, so it was half of my kids, and then my grandkids, two of my grandkids. I have three, and we went down to Disney, and we had a fantastic time. And so, always create memories with your kids. But what I wanted to talk about and share with you real quickly is the third tectonic shift that I did on the workshop, the shift workshop. If you haven't seen, I'm going to promote three things right now. The shift workshop, it's free right now, and it's 90 minutes long, and it's going to show you the three tectonic shifts of mindset mastery, money mastery, and vitality mastery. And today I'm going to go into some vitality things, because it was very apparent to me that when you go to a amusement park like Disney, that there's a lot of out of shape people, and there's a lot of people driving around in these electronic wheelchair buggy type things. And I even said to my kids, I said, what do you think the percentage of those people, they really can't walk, they're just lazy, they want to be in those chairs? And they said like 40%. It's probably true. Sad if it's sad if it's true that people can't even walk around. So I want to talk about vitality. I want to talk about how you get it, how do you keep it, and what it's going to take for you to do that. Because as we get older, we need more vitality. It's like the vitality meter. The vitality meter. Let's say let's say 18 years old, right? You might be at the peak of your energy, right? And that as you get a little bit older, 25, 30, right? 40, you go down even more at 50, 60, right? Your energy starts to deplete. There's a lot of reasons for that. A lot of it's mental, though. A lot of it's mental because we set up this construct in our mind that, oh, I'm now 30, I should be this way, or I'm now 40, I should be that way, or now I'm 50, I need all these medications. I see all these commercials on TV. I need medications. I go into some people's homes and they're 40, 50 years old and they get all these bottles. It's sad. Well, let's talk about how you can avoid that, right? But let's see. So you start off at 18. I'm using 18 as a time, but it could be 20, 25. I mean, I met a guy not that long ago, it was 30 or 32, saying, oh my, I'm so tired. You don't even know. He's got one kid. I was 26. I had three kids. By the time I was like 28, or 30, I had four kids. I was doing Qigong. I had plenty of energy. Anyway, let's talk about the tectonic shift. The tectonic shifts are what it's about as far as getting you into the kind of shape, vital-wise, vitality-wise. And I do that through the Mind Force method: mindset, energy, focus, perception, manifestation, healing. Now, if you didn't take advantage of the Mind Force library offer that I had, you should take advantage. I think I left the cart open, probably by mistake, but nonetheless, you can still take advantage. It's $48.50 for all those manuals. Now, if you're not going to use the manuals, obviously don't buy them, but I mean, it's the keys to the kingdom for mindset, energy, focus, perception, manifestation, healing. How can you beat that? You can't. So if you haven't gotten the Mind Force library, Why are you even watching this video? Seriously, just leave right now, because you're not serious. Because I want to talk to serious people. I want to talk to people that want to make something happen in their life. And we want to start with this vitality notion, right? This vitality. And so the first thing with vitality, first thing we're going to talk about is health. Overall health, right? Your overall health is key. Without optimal health, where are you? Nowhere. You're these people at Disney World that have to be in some kind of vehicle. They're overweight. I mean, I couldn't believe how many people are overweight. I thought I was overweight, which I am a little bit. But when I went there, I'm like, oh my God, I'm like an Adonis. If you looked at the spectrum, and this was the fattest person in the world, and this was, the most, I was somewhere more on the other side of being in better shape, which is crazy. But that tells you the mindset, right? It is the mindset. So optimal health and vitality, right? Number 2 is peak fitness. Who wants to be in peak fitness, right? Now, I look at it a little bit differently. I look at peak fitness also from the standpoint of the internal bodybuilding, right? Like you could be a man or woman that is built, buffed out, like I used to be when I used to bodybuild. I had the big chest and the biceps and the 6-pack of abs, and the back and the big legs with the muscles, and I was working out, so many times a week. Hopefully I looked a little not as weird as that, but you get the point. I'm not a great artist or anything like that, but you see these guys and gals with big muscles. Oftentimes their internal business, their internal musculature is not strong. And so that's why we do the Qi power training. That's why we do the quantum Qi Gong, because it's building up the internal body and allowing you to create vitality from within. It's an inside out process versus an outside in. And you notice a lot of athletes that are dying, especially a lot of bodybuilders, a lot of people that they look beautiful on the outside, but on the inside they're not as good as we might like them to be. Number 3 is weight management, right? Who doesn't want to be ideal weight? I do. I'm probably 20 pounds off of my best, but I'm not 30. I'm not 40, right? But here's the key. Diet, when it comes to weight management, it's 80% diet, 20% working out. And so you have to have a tailored nutrition plan to do that. Now, the reason I'm bringing these up, these are all things that I cover in the 12-week immersion. How do you get to the 12-week immersion? Go watch the shift. I show you how you can get involved in that. It's not for everyone, but it's there for you if you want to take advantage of it. This is a big one. Sleep quality. I can't tell you how many people I speak to that are younger and older that they can't sleep. The reason most people can't sleep is stress related. They're thinking about things, and so their mind is occupied. So what I do is I teach you exercises and meditations that are going to allow you to relax your body down, but also relax the mind down so that you're not in this constant state like this, right? Like you're on a constant caffeine high. That's not going to help you. But this is one of the most important things. If all the 12-week immersion did for you was help you sleep better, would it be worth it? Of course it would, right? Makes sense, right? Stress, as I mentioned, biggest factor of people not being able to sleep, it comes down to stress, right? Important. And again, it comes down to being able to energize the body. That's what vitality, in my perception, is all about. I mean, a lot of people that are young that they don't have a lot of vitality. Oh, I'm so tired. You know, I spoke to one gentleman, 32 years old, and he says like, "Oh, I'm so tired. I'm so beat. You don't know what it's like, you know, one kid." I'm like, "One kid? When I was 26, I had 3. When I was 30, 29 or 30, I had 4." And I was energized because I was doing my chi exercise, my quantum chi gong. Like I said, it's there for you if you want to learn, right? Enhanced sexual health. You just put sex. You want to be better at sex at an older age, at a younger age, doesn't matter. Sexual health, internal energy. All of these things are linked up and they work together perfectly. Perfect union. 7 is longevity. How long you're going to live and live a quality of life. I mean, none of us know when we're going to go. I could go tomorrow. You could go to, we don't know. But if you can build a habit of creating a longevity cycle, longevity is comprised of not only the physical, but it's the mental, it's the concept of the mindset of where you're at. And I could take anyone from that's watching this, wherever you're from, doesn't matter, but you tell me your age, and I could probably tell you some of your limitations that you have based on what you've been told, what you see out there with other people that are your age, right? Like I mentioned before, people get into their 40s and 50s and they think they have to start ingesting pills. And they have tons of pills. I don't know what the deal is with that, but a lot of it is the indoctrination that we all go through. I don't go through, that you go through. More than likely, you're going through indoctrination. And so you have to have this indoctrination mindset that says, I can live longer, better. Not just live longer, but live longer, better, right? And then 8 is disease prevention. It's a big one. Can you prevent diseases? Well, of course you can. Because diseases are, a lot of it's tied to the lifestyle. A lot of it's designed to, put into your body the right things. But the fact of the matter is, how do you prevent disease? You prevent disease by being mentally clear, number 1. Number 2 is keeping your body clean inside. Because energy that gets stagnated creates disease. And again, a lot of times it's mentally created, unfortunately. But that is the way it is. Number 9 is pain management. If you're in pain, we'll teach you techniques to reduce chronic pain, improving your quality of life through different types of energy exercises, mindfulness practices. I always love the mindfulness practice. I just call it meditation, getting yourself to a state of relaxation. And then 10 is just overall energy. Where do you want to be energy-wise? These are all available through the 12 weeks. 12-week immersion. Watch the shift. I'll have a link somewhere here to the shift training. You should watch it. Like I said, it's 90 minutes long, but it's going to give you those three shifts, right? 3 tectonic shifts. Number 1, mindset. Number 2 is money. And then number 3 is the vitality. You don't want to miss any of those. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you on a Friday Fuel Up. Maybe when I do another video, I'll jump into the money aspect or I'll jump into the mindset aspect. But to me, and this is where I started with all this. Man, that picture looks terrible, doesn't it? But when I started from the concept of the energy. And it became so powerful that it empowered me to become the better me. So if you'd like me to nurture you, work with you, take you by the hand, literally, and show you a system that's going to empower you, and a system that will have a shelf life of forever. So once I teach it to you, you got it. It's yours. It's no longer mine. It's yours. It has a shelf time of life ever, or a shelf life of forever. I want you to ingrain that in your mind, a shelf life of forever. Al is going to teach me a method that has a shelf life of forever. So wherever you're at, 30, 40, 50, 60, whatever, 70, this is going to propel you forward for the rest of your days. Anyway, I've enjoyed sharing. Have a great weekend. Talk to you soon. So long.